Thais, I told you to go back to your country after you tried to harm me. It's not about your ethnicity. It's not about your country. It's not about your race. It's about you. And my husband's an immigrant. And I would say the same thing to him if he went in public and acted like a lunatic.
Shekinah is facing major backlash on 90 Day The Last Resort. And I honestly think this situation became much bigger than a normal reality TV argument because of the specific words she chose to use against Thais. Arguments happen all the time on this show, but telling someone to go back to their country changes the entire conversation. At that point, people stop focusing on the original disagreement and start focusing on the statement itself. When Shekinah was confronted about what happened, she tried to explain that she was afraid during the confrontation.
How was camping for you guys?
Good.
It was fine.
The night at the campsite, she got up and left.
Yes, and she excluded herself from everyone. She can't even sit and have a conversation
Or
with
the other way
anyone.
around.
And before
Every
this fight,
time.
Guys, let's just calm down for a moment, okay? So there's been a fair amount of conflict going on.
Yep.
has anyone here ever been told to go back to their country?
No.
Raise your hand.
Nope.
Has anyone attacked anyone in a country that they didn't come from?
Oh my God.
Thais, I told you to go back to your country after you tried to harm me. It's not about your ethnicity. It's not about your country. It's not about your race. It's about you. And my husband's an immigrant. And I would say the same thing to him if he went in public and acted like a lunatic.
Great start to the day.
I felt a big separation in this group that night when everyone else chose to stay in the bar with Thais. And it was just very clear to us at that point that we were alienated from the rest of the group.
No, the way you never take accountability is really something to be studied.
It's a superpower at this point.
Oh my God.
I could have chosen different words at the pub. Okay, I know that. I could have done that. But I didn't. I was reacting to a high-stress situation. I was afraid. And to me, actions cut deeper than words, and I don't hear Thais apologizing.
Telling my wife to get out or go back to her country, like my father's an immigrant, she's an immigrant, her husband's an immigrant.
You
Like,
can't go
you-
to a
you
new
insulted
country
everyone
and act
here.
like that.
I want to say something to Patrick, because at that moment, you should hold her. Because, I mean, it was 1 second of burst and everything can change. There were a lot of glass there. She could go blind.
The glass
You
you
threw
threw
glass on me.
hit the
I
ground
did
on the
not
other
either
side.
glass at you. There's
She's
no
sitting
way.
here acting.
You're not going to
She's
twist
like,
it.
I am a saint. I don't do anything.
That's not what I'm saying.
You guys do this and that to me.
That's not how I talk, by the way. You're the only
Okay.
one who talks like that.
So let's just go back
You
to
guys were just arguing and yelling. It's not like she punched you in the face.
She was
You were
She was
mean.
swiping at my
Mean
face with her
girl.
hand
High
open, her
school,
nails
you give
out,
high
trying
school
to
mean
cut
girl
my
vibe.
face. That's why I removed myself, ma'am.
Today, I was concerned that she kind of could stir up, but I didn't expect, to be honest, Tweedledee and Tweedledum to come to her that hard, you know? She has every right to defend herself because she is not the only one who has a fault, you know? And I wish I would be the puppet master for today. At least I can control Shekinah and control Thais and say sorry to each other. And that would be the real puppet therapy, believe me.
But I don't think that explanation really solves the problem. Being scared doesn't automatically justify using someone's nationality as part of an argument. There are plenty of ways to defend yourself or express fear without making comments like that. Instead of simply admitting that what she said was wrong, Shekinah seemed more interested in explaining why she said it. The problem with that approach is that explanations can easily sound like excuses. That's why the conversation continued to grow instead of ending with everyone moving on. Shekinah also claimed she would say the same thing to Sarper if they were arguing. Personally, I don't think that changes anything. Whether it's directed at Sarper or Thais, the statement still carries the same meaning, and that's why so many people reacted so strongly. Now, it's also fair to remember that Thais has had explosive moments before. She has been involved in heated confrontations throughout the franchise, and emotions were already high before this latest argument happened. But even if both sides contributed to the conflict, I still think there's a difference between arguing with someone and bringing up where they come from. Sarper's reaction was another interesting part of the moment. He didn't seem eager to defend everything Shekinah said, and his expression suggested he understood just how serious the situation had become. Sometimes body language says more than words ever could. What makes this controversy stand out is that it has become less about the original fight and more about accountability. People aren't talking about who started the argument anymore. They're talking about whether certain comments should ever be made in the first place. This may end up being one of the most talked about moments on 90 Day, The Last Resort, because it shifted the focus away from relationship drama and into a much bigger discussion about respect, responsibility, and knowing when an argument has crossed the line.